So today I wanted to talk about some older toys and whatnot, but there's some current relevancy as to why I'm talking about these. If you don't know, this is the Energon Optimus Prime, Power Link's Wing Saber at the moment, and Energon Omega Supreme. Now, part of the reason I'm talking about it is because I've heard some rumors that Hasbro wants to make a new Energon Optimus Prime. Although at this point it's kind of all hearsay because it's, he said, she said, and there's no tangible evidence, but that's fine. But at the moment, there's some evidence where they want to make an Energon Optimus Prime and his team of the four members that originally combined with him. I don't have them at the moment because they're in a bin somewhere. But I wanted to talk about these guys because looking back at some of these, I still think they're pretty solid toys for the most part. I've had Wing Saber and Optimus for a while now. And honestly, Optimus is okay. Wing Saber is not great though. And I don't mean as far as the articulation. I love the gimmick and I love everything that he does. I just wish he didn't have so much clear plastic. I don't know how well you can see. Yeah, that line right there, that's cracked. So because that's cracked, I can actually transform Wing Saber into his combined modes, both of them, and the robot mode. But if I want to transform into jet mode, I have to move that joint. Otherwise, I don't need to touch it, thankfully. But yeah. And then of course Omega Supreme here, which I got a couple years ago at a TFCon in Orlando. Great figure, I love this thing. But I was thinking if they were to redo these, how would they redo them? I think Optimus you could definitely do in a commander style format, with his main body and his drones. I could see them trying to do a leader. I don't think they could get quite away with the leader if they did just the Optimus and the drones by themselves. Maybe, if you forego the trailer, you can do the Optimus and the drones by themselves at a leader price point. Is a tight ask, if I'm being honest, because then the drones would have to be so small. You could do, but I don't know, if you want to include the trailer, maybe you can bump it to a commander side. And Wing Saber as well probably has to be commander given the amount of complexity in here. Omega could be a small titan. I have here Star Convoy next to them, and they're pretty much the same size. So if you want to keep that scale, because Omega Supreme is a lot of big moving parts, you don't have to have too much of a part count with this guy. You just have to keep the size and some of the gimmicks, even if you don't have the firing missiles, at least the headmaster, that's a big one. But yeah, what do you guys think of a potential new Omega Supreme, and how would they do some of the others? I'm excited because, again, I like this design. The show's not great, but I like this design, and I hope we can get a new toy.